Okay, everybody, we have a really special treat right now. We're going to do a short interview with Existential Rose Petal, an antinatalist artist who's a fairly new antinatalist YouTuber and Instagrammer, perhaps other platforms as well. I'm not sure. We're going to find out. She has created a number of really fantastic poetic pieces for YouTube, really great stuff on Instagram too, and is the first person to submit a film by the name of Spared to the Antinatalist Film Festival. So I wanted to bring Existential Rose Petal on, Lee, for a bit of a chat. So welcome, Lee, to this third installment of the Antinatalist Film Festival info session.
Hi, it is so nice to be here. Thank you so much for having me, Amanda. I really do appreciate it.
It's my absolute pleasure. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you giving me some of your time today.
Of course.
And thank you for your film and for submitting to the Antinatalist Film Festival. So let's just start out a bit simply. Who is Existential Rose Petal?
Who is she? Well, I'm just an individual who loves writing poetry and stories, and I always did, for several years actually. It's one of my biggest passions, and other than that, I'm just kind of here. I just exist.
Sounds good. Well, you're an excellent poet, excellent photographer.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely. Why are you an antinatalist, and how did you first find out about the subject?
So I've been an antinatalist since I was 19, and it's something that I now strongly stand by. And honestly, it didn't take long for me to become one. It was fairly easy.
Yeah.
And my brother, my older brother, actually has a part to play in this as well. He was an antinatalist before I was. So we happen to be like very close siblings as well. So when he told me he was an AN, I got interested pretty quickly. And then he started telling me about it. Directed me to the AN subreddit on Reddit and to you and also Mendem. So we were kind of, yeah.
That's kind of incredible.
Yeah.
That's
so
a unique
I remember,
story. Yeah.
Thank you. So I remember like it took me about 3 days for me to just kind of take it all in and analyze the philosophy. I wanted to make sure that I knew everything there was to know about it. Same with ethylism. And then shortly after that, I became one. And I was so happy, still am, to be one.
That's amazing. It's quite rare for the budding antinatalist to have somebody already in their lives who's already an antinatalist.
Yeah.
And to help sort of nurture each other's, antinatalism between brother and sister. I think that's an amazing story. I love that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
me too. I love that too.
All right, well, amazing. Lee, you are truly quite a talented artist, a poet, photographer, video maker. You do excellent voiceover. I love sort of the more performative videos that you do on Instagram. Great sense of fashion. How long have you been making art, and do you work in other mediums? I mean, I'm curious just to sort of about your history with art making.
So it's usually just been writing more recently. I used to do more like fictional writing, like following characters, made up characters. Now it's more just like spoken word. That's been my most recent interest. So for now, it's just focusing on landscape photography and just my poetry.
Amazing. Okay. You're a fairly new addition to the antinatalist community, such as it is.
Yeah.
So welcome. Welcome.
Thank you.
Your YouTube channel and Instagram are really something of a breath of fresh air. I really do love your work. Can you tell me a little bit about, what personally inspired you to artistically respond to the subject of antinatalism?
Well, honestly, antinatalism is actually a passion of mine, so to speak. And being a writer already, I do write other things as well, but I needed to write about this philosophy, and I have multiple times. It's really important to me to spread that message around in my own creative way. So I'm going to keep doing it.
Yeah, no, that's a great answer. I mean, I can certainly say from my own experience too. Yeah, once I, found that subject, it just was so inspiring, and it's such a natural
Right?
compared to
Yeah, it
art.
is.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
The themes in some of the poetry, like Spared, or like the one about my daughter, is that what it's called?
Oh, yeah, 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 that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like that you spend time, with this concept of like prevention, saving the child you didn't have, and sort of cherishing the life
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
left. And I think that's a very powerful theme that you're working with, and very valuable to other people.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I have a lot of compassion for children, so that's probably where that comes from.
No, yeah, it absolutely comes through. The piece that you submitted is a gorgeous poetic video by the name of Spared. Can you tell me more
Mhm.
about this piece specifically?
Well, so Spared was about my compassion for children, like I said. Um, and I wanted to show that, I really did. I think it's really important to show how caring and compassionate antinatalism truly is. Yes, it has a lot of logical aspects to it, but it's also very empathetic too. And that's how I see it, is like, may I have mercy and save you from the sorrows of this earth,
Yeah.
is one of the lines. And I mean, I really do mean that. To me, it is sparing a child from subjecting them to suffering their whole life.
Yeah, besides the greatest act of compassion I think we're capable of, is to save.
Exactly. It
So,
truly is.
absolutely. Have you ever submitted a video work of yours to a film festival before? Is the Antinatalist Film Festival your first film festival?
It is my first one, yes. I have never before. First time.
Amazing. Well, I'm honored. Well, I hope it's not your last for sure.
Yeah.
Lee, would you suggest that your fellow antinatalist video and filmmakers submit their work to the Antinatalist Film Festival?
Yes, of course I do. I highly encourage my fellow ANs to submit their work. Personally, I do not regret it at all. And if anyone's nervous or hesitant, don't be. Amanda is so open minded and so kind. And look where I am right now. It could happen to you.
Yes, it could. And in fact, I would love to do the same thing that we're doing right now with future filmmakers that submit their work. So if that's any kind of incentive,
Absolutely.
good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That was a wonderful answer to that question. And
Thank
yes,
you.
I hope people take your suggestion. Um,
I hope so too.
what can we expect from the future of your work? Do you think that antinatalism will continue to be a major theme for you moving forward?
Yes, absolutely, I do. I'm gonna keep doing films like that. I'm gonna keep making poetry related to antinatalism because it just never gets old. And I do have a lot of plans for the future as well with other projects, so absolutely.
Fantastic. Okay. Well, where can people find you online and help support what you do?
So my YouTube channel is Existential Rose Petal. My Instagram has the exact same username, and my Twitter is Sorrowful Petal.
Okay, well, all of those links will be below, everybody. Please go follow and subscribe and check out all of the great work that Existential Rose Petal is doing. And please help go support her work. She does fantastic stuff. And I just want to thank you again, Lee, for doing this today. This has been really, really wonderful to get a chance to speak with you.
Thank you so much. I am so honored, like unbelievably.
The honor is all mine. Honor is all mine.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. We have an extremely special treat. We have an exclusive interview with one of the filmmakers for the Antinatalist Film Festival. I give you the incredible Sumit Mazumdar. I so hope I'm pronouncing your last name correctly. I apologize if I'm not. You'll have to correct me. Excellent. Yes, so he made a great movie, really like it's almost a 32-minute little film, all about called Why I Am an Antinatalist. And yeah, I really thought it was quite excellent. So I was so excited when he agreed to do an interview with me for the event today. So yeah, welcome, Sumit. Let me just go ahead and ask the first question. Who is Sumit Mazumdar?
Hello everyone, I'm Sumit. I'm from India. By profession, I'm a pharmacist. Currently, I'm working part-time and also I'm studying. I consider myself as one of the modern slaves, you can say, or the work slave.
Though you explained it in such a wonderful detail within your film, can you briefly tell me here, why are you an antinatalist?
Like I said in the video, that I didn't see any meaning in any of the day-to-day activities of my childhood, and everything became clear when I was in my pharmacy college. There was a room in my pharmacy college, that animal room it was called, and where they used to keep all the animals for drug testing. And there I found the horrific way we treat animals in the name of scientific research. It really disturbed me quite a lot, and I had quite a lot of arguments with my professors regarding the ethics of the things that we were doing. And I learned that these tortures that were done to them were totally unnecessary. And what we were doing was just the product of brainwashing by the previous generation and not based on facts or anything. So it seemed to me that majority of the people had a very sadistic nature, I would say. So that incident made me very skeptical about everything that has been taught to me from the childhood. And that night when I came home, it occurred to me that we were breeding rabbits and mice for our selfish benefit. So in the same way, maybe we were also encouraging the breeding of humans just to make the next generation of wage slaves to replace our previous generation. Yeah. So, and the whole week was very traumatizing for me as I started analyzing the different aspects of my life and society, and all the prejudices that were there in my life was all falling into places. And during that period of utter confusion, I came across a post of Pratima, who is an ANI member on the internet, and she led me to Anti-Natalism International website, which led me to you, and I discovered your beautiful website, slist.com, and I saw your movie, which was just excellent, I would say. And on the side of the website, I saw Emendam's videos, which were just amazing. The first time I listened to him, and then all the philosophers I read, and that's how I became an anti.
Amazing. No, thank you for that answer. That's incredible. You must have witnessed such horror seeing,
Yeah, yeah.
animals being experimented on. And, it's incredible to think about the number of people every year that witness the same thing, but don't come to the same conclusions. And like, it's a little bit mind blowing how people don't get to those same conclusions. So few people get to the conclusions that you've come to by witnessing exactly the same thing. So yeah, no, thank you for that. And yeah, are you a member of Child Free India since you've been influenced by Pratima?
Yeah, yeah. No,
Wonderful.
I subscribe to their Facebook page and
Yeah.
everything, and they are doing just an incredible job of spreading this message in
Yeah.
India.
Absolutely. I'm a huge fan of Child Free India, and I love the work of Pratima and Anugrah. It's been a pleasure to work with them. And thank you for your compliments about the F list. That's very kind of you. Is this your first film that you've submitted to the Antinatalist Film
Yeah,
Festival?
my very first film,
Mm-hmm.
just because of your encouragement, and I decided to make this a contribution.
Amazing. I'm honored. I'm honored. Do you think you'll go on to make more films? Is this something you think you might enjoy doing more of?
Yes, no. I was working on a vernacular film to submit to the competition, but it got all messed up, so I had to make a new one. I will surely make a better one in the near future.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I just want to say I highly encourage you to, since you've made an account on Film Freeway and you've submitted the film through Film Freeway, I highly encourage you to submit this to other festivals. I think, I think it's very, very unique, and I think it'd be really amazing to see if it gets into other festivals. How did you find all the clips that were used in your film? What was the source of all your footage? I know you list it in the description, but I was very curious about that. Yeah.
And so all the videos and audios were used and downloaded from pixelx.com, which was an amazing website It provides audio and video with absolutely free to use license. I highly recommend that.
I've heard of that. Okay, excellent, excellent. What is the one thing you hope people will take away from your film? And what do you most hope that they will come away understanding?
Yeah. So one thing that I want people to take away from my video is that our existence is the biggest evil ploy of nature. It's nothing but a prison, and the only way to break out of this is by death. And the only way to lead a guilt-free life is by not bringing a new life in this prison.
What do you see as your future plans for your YouTube channel? It's quite excellent already, and I'd love to know what you plan on doing with it. Yeah,
I'm planning to spread this philosophy in my vernacular regional languages so that to spread this philosophy in my community, local community, as much as possible.
That's wonderful. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Actually, producing content in languages, all languages, is so important for the future of this philosophy. So that's very, very exciting. Do you encourage your fellow antinatalist video and filmmakers to submit to the Antinatalist Film Festival this year?
Absolutely, yeah, definitely. I have posted the link of the film festival in my blog and group, and so I have encouraged everyone who I know.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much, Sumit. You know what? I didn't write a question for this, but I did want to ask you. I noticed that you have sort of like a blog, I think, on Quora. Can you tell me a little bit about that? Yeah.
As I was making the videos, I thought that why not make a blog, because there was no blog in the Quora on Antinatalist I found. So I thought that why not make it, and I thought of posting all the beautiful posts and articles from antinatalism community. I personally lack the original ideas of this philosophy and creativity, but I want to promote all the YouTubers and the articles and the poems and the posts from this community so that it reaches as many people as possible.
Excellent. Yeah, I will definitely link to that below, as well as your film, of course. Sumit, where can people find you, and how can people continue to support your work and the things that you're doing?
I just have that blog, and I don't have any other links. So that is the only way people can.
Okay, excellent. Well, everybody, please go check out his Quora page. Everybody, please go make sure to subscribe. And actually, how do you say the name of your YouTube channel? Is that because I know it's in is it in Hindi, or I'm not sure? Yeah.
It's called Mukti. Means freedom. Freedom from the circle of birth and death. In Hindi, it's called Mukti.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, well, once again, everybody, please make sure to subscribe. And once again, thank you so much, Sumit, for doing this interview with me today.
Thank you for everything, Amanda. I have received so much recognition from you. I have never received such recognition in my life.
Oh,
I will always remember you. Thank you.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Sumit. It's my pleasure. Just thank you so much for sharing your talents with us and with the festival. And it's been a pleasure.